friends. How are you all doing? I'm doing very well. It is January the 25th of 2021. Okay, so this video is about the band Inquisition. I'm going to rank their albums, but before I do that, I'm going to provide you with a short biography of the band. Okay, so Inquisition are a black metal band. Initially they were a thrash metal band, but they changed their style to black metal sometime during the mid 1990s. They started in 1988. They're still very active. They are from Seattle, Washington, USA, but they are originally from Colombia. They relocated to the USA sometime around 1996. They are a two-piece band. Dagon, he is the guitarist and vocalist, and Incubus, he is the drummer. They have 8 full lengths, 3 EPs, 2 splits, 1 demo, 2 compilations, 2 live albums, and 1 single. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and rank Inquisition's full-length albums now. Okay, I'm gonna rank these from my least favorite to my most favorite. And I also want to say that this is completely subjective. I'm sure a lot of you have a different opinion, and that's perfectly fine, but this is how I feel about these albums, okay? Alright, so coming in at number 8 is Into the Infernal Regions of the Ancient Cult. This was released in 1998. This is Inquisition's first full-length album. A very good album, but in my opinion, they definitely wanted to do better things. It seems to me that they're still trying to sort of find their style with this album, but like I said, still a very good album, okay? Some of my favorite songs from this album would be Those of the Night and Empire of Luciferian Race. Okay, so coming in at number 8 is Into the Infernal Regions of the Ancient Cult. Alright, so coming in at number 7 is Nefarious Dismal Orations. This was released in 2007. Very, very good album. Okay, I just haven't got into this one as much as some of their other albums. This album wasn't as immediate for me as some of their other albums. It took me a little bit longer to get into this one, but yeah, definitely a very good album, okay? Some of my favorite songs from this album would be Ancient Monumental War Hymn and Strike of the Morning Star. Okay, so coming in at number 7 is Nefarious Dismal Orations. Okay. Okay, so coming in at number 6 is Invoking the Majestic Throne of Satan. This was released in 2002. Very strong album. This was their second full-length album. This was the album where they really started to really develop their style, in my opinion. This was where they really start to develop that classic Inquisition style. Okay, very, very good album. Okay, some of my favorite songs from this album would be Enshrined by Cryptic Temples of the Cult and Kill with Hate. Okay, so coming in at number 6 is Invoking the Majestic Throne of Satan. All right. Okay, so coming in at number 5 is Ominous Doctrines of the Perpetual Mystical Macrocosm. This was released in 2010. Very, very strong release. Yeah, really good production on this album. They definitely went to a little bit of a different style. But yeah, very, very strong release. Okay, some of my favorite songs from this album would be Command of the Dark Crown, Desolate Funeral Chant, and Upon the Fire-Winged Demon. Okay, so coming in at number 5 is Ominous Doctrines of the Perpetual Mystical Macrocosm. All right. Okay, so coming in at number 4 is Black Mass for a Mass Grave. This one came out in 2020. This is their most recent full-length album. Yeah, very, very good album. They definitely went to a different style with this album. It's definitely emphasizes more of the slower tempos, I would say that it's also more melancholic sounding, more atmospheric, more melodic as well. Very, very strong songwriting on this album. Yeah, very, very good album, I must say. Very impressed with it. I've been listening to it quite a bit over the last little while. Yeah, great release. Okay, some of my favorite songs from this album would be Luciferian Rays, Necromancy Through a Buried Cosmos, and A Glorious Shadow from Fire and Ashes. Okay, so coming in number 4 is Black Mass for a Mass Grave. All right. Okay, so coming in at number 3 is Obscure Verses for the Multiverse. This was released in 2013. Amazing album. It's just fantastic. So many great songs on this album. Very, very strong songwriting. Excellent production. I definitely enjoy this one a lot. Okay, some of my favorite songs from this album would be Darkness Flows Towards Unseen Horizons, Obscure Verses for the Multiverse, and Spiritual Plasma Evocation. All right, so coming in at number 3 is Obscure Verses for the Multiverse. All right, so coming in at number 2 is Magnificent Glorification of Lucifer. This was released in 2004. Okay, this is Inquisition's third full-length album. Just a phenomenal album. I've listened to this one so much throughout the years. It's just amazing. So many great songs on this album. Absolutely love the production. I really like the guitar tone and the drum sound. Yeah, great album. All right. Some of my favorite songs from this album would be Crush the Jewish Prophet, Under the Black Inverted Pentagram, and Magnificent Glorification of Lucifer. Okay. All right, so coming in at number 2 is Magnificent Glorification of Lucifer. All right, and my most favorite Inquisition album, all right, is this one right here. This is Bloodshed Across the Empyrean Altar Beyond the Celestial Zenith. This was released in 2016. All right, I bought this album when it had come out. This would have been about 5 years ago. All right, just an incredible album. I absolutely love it. It's just so intense, great production, so many great memorable songs on here. It's just such a powerful album. I absolutely love it so much, and I've listened to it a lot over the past few years. Yeah, it's just amazing. Okay, some of my favorite songs from this album would be From Chaos They Came, Wings of Anu, A Black Aeon Shall Cleanse, and Through the Divine Spirit of Satan, A Glorious Universe is Known. All right, so coming in at number 1 is Bloodshed Across the Empyrean Altar Beyond the Celestial Zenith. Okay, so that is my Inquisition albums ranked. Okay, Inquisition are a band that I really enjoy a lot. They're definitely one of my favorite bands. I've been a big fan of theirs for several years now. Okay. All right. So let me know what you think. Leave some comments. I'm curious to know what you think. All right. So I want to say thank you very much for watching. And I want to say thanks to all the people who watch my videos and subscribe to my channel. Okay. I really, truly appreciate it. Okay. Take care, my friends. Cheers.